Hey guys, so in today's video I'll be giving you a tour on my film setup of 2018 and also showing you all the equipment that I use to make these videos. Now this video is going to be split into two parts. The first part I'm going to be talking about all the equipment that I use to make these videos, and then the second part, when it's all set up, I'll give you a tour of it. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, let's talk about the camera I use, and that is the Canon 700D. Now it's an amazing camera. It has an 18 megapixel CMOS sensor and can shoot 1080p at 30 FPS, and I just really recommend it for anyone that wants to start YouTube or photography. And talking about photography, this is the camera I use for all my Instagram pictures, so if you follow me on Instagram, all the pictures on there are taken on this camera. Now the Canon 700D is a DSLR, meaning that you have to have an external lens attached onto it, and the lens I use is the Canon 18-55mm f3.5 to 5.6 lens. It's the one that you get bundled with the Canon 700D. This is a good lens, but if you have enough money to afford a better one, definitely do that, because this is a kit lens, so it isn't the best quality. Now one of the main upgrades that I want to do with this filming setup is actually to upgrade the lens. I want to upgrade to a Sigma 18-35 f1.8 lens, and also I want to then go on to buy the lenses like the Nifty 50 and also more pure prosumer lenses, just to upgrade the quality of the videos and experiment with different styles of photography and videography. Now in my setup I have two tripods, one to actually hold up my camera and the other one is to hold up my LED panel up there, and that is just because I only have one light stand and that's to hold up my softbox, so I have to use a tripod to hold up my other lights. Now the main tripod is an Andoer professional tripod. It goes up to 1m85 and can hold 8 kilograms worth of camera equipment. Now I'll be doing a review of this tripod soon, but in short, I love this No, not camera, it's a tripod, dum-dum. Now I will be doing a review of this soon, but in short, I love this tripod and I really recommend it for anyone that wants to upgrade their tripod into more of a professional kind of video style tripod. Yeah, my light stand tripod is the Velbon EF 51 tripod, and I really recommend this if you want to start YouTube on a budget, because it's both a very good photography tripod because it's very stable, but also it's good for videos because it has a nice fluid head. It's very good. And quite a lot of my B-roll is actually filmed on that tripod. I'm pointing up there because it's actually up there. I'm not just pointing off screen. Now the next part isn't in my main setup. I use it a lot for my B-roll, and that is the Koolertron 24-inch Slider. And on that I have an Andoer Ball head, just to give me some more like versatility and allow me to create more kind of cool shots with it, just so it isn't just a straight on shot. I'm able to like angle it more. And this slider setup is definitely the best. I really recommend it. Now I just realised I recommend every single part of this setup, so just to save me time, I'm going to stop recommending each individual part of my setup and just say now in this clip that every piece of equipment that you see in this video I really recommend, and there'll be a link in the description to it, and yeah, I really recommend this for anyone that wants to start on a slightly budget setup. With that said, let's move on to the audio setup I use. Now this is a very simple setup. I use the Rode VideoMic GO, and that is attached onto a friction arm that is clamped onto my tripod, and I have it set as close to me as possible to get really clear audio, but also still out of frame so you don't see it just pop up in the bottom like this. But remember, I'll be doing the full tour at the end of the video. Moving on to one of the most important starts of cinematography and video, and that is the lighting. Now for my main key lights to light me up, I use a Best Studio softbox. It's really cheap on Amazon, and also it comes with a light stand so you don't have to buy that separately. It creates very high quality soft light for your subject, and I recommend it quite a lot. And then over there I use a Neewer CM160 LED panel, which is just a small LED panel, and that is on the Velbon EF 51 tripod, and I mainly use that to light up my background and also to give me a bit of light on this side of my face, because I like to have it so my main key light's here and then my background light is up there, and I kind of use it as a hair light. And again, the reason why it's on the tripod is because I don't have a light stand. Now moving on to the accessories, I have two camera batteries. I have two batteries for my Neewer CM160, and I also have a 32GB SD card. And to mount the Rode mic onto the friction arm, you have to have a 1/4 inch to 3/8 screw adapter, which I'll leave a link in the description to, but pretty much just because microphones normally have a 3/8 adapter, and friction arms and tripods and cameras normally have a 1/4 inch screw adapter. So yeah, just make sure if you're going to buy this friction arm and buy the mic, get that adapter as well, otherwise you won't be able to mount it onto there. So let's now move on to my old camera to give you a tour of my filming setup when it's all set up. So I'm going to stop filming on this camera and move on to this camera. Okay, swap. Well pal, this is my filming setup which I use to make the videos. So let's kind of start from like left to right, but just let's go from the back. So this is the Best Studio softbox light. It goes rather tall and I have it set up behind my light. Sometimes I normally have it set up here, but just for this video because it's rather dark outside, I have it set up behind my camera just to give me some extra light. Now here is my Canon 700D with the 18 to 55mm lens on it. And then down here is the Andoer tripod which I use, and I just have it so it's always set up like this, so I don't have to so it's always at the same height and it's rather easy to actually set up. And on that it normally has one of these arms on it, but I just take it off because the softbox is right there and I couldn't fit it on. Moving on to the audio setup, I have the friction arm clamped onto here on my tripod, and I have the Rode VideoMic GO attached onto it, and if you see here, it is just out of shot. It's just out of shot, but it's rather close to me, so you get some really clear audio, and that is plugged straight into my camera. And then so I also have the flip screen out for my camera there. Now moving on to the background lighting, here it is. It's actually on my bed just because it's the best position for it. So I have it set up here, and this is the Neewer CN160 light, and on it I have this kind of diffuser filter, and just to kind of soften the light in the background. Now most of the time when I do a sit down video it's up here, but whenever I do a stand up video, when I'm like standing up in the video, I normally have it behind me just to give some cool effects in the background. So this is what it looks like when I'm filming my videos. I have the big light up there, I have my light up there, and I have the mic down here. And normally I have this script here. Sometimes I have like a proper big script, but just for this video I have some notes, and I just have that on my lap. So just to give me some hints and remind me what to talk about, all the products and everything like that. And then in the background I try to keep it as clean as possible. I have these lights up here, I have this lamp there, and then my LEDs behind there, and I just think it's very nice looking setup, and also the lights just give it a bit more depth. And then on this side I just don't really do anything. I normally sit on this side of the camera, so you can't really see that much. But yeah, that's moved back to me on the chair. So I hope you enjoyed this video guys. I hope it's given you a bit of an insight to how I set up my videos and how I actually film them. So next week's video I'll be giving you an insight to actually the process of setting up this filming setup, and also talk about the dimensions and everything like that. Subscribe to see that video. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.